I'm Heidi Holste, Director of Government Affairs for Care Providers of Minnesota, and this is your Inside Scoop. This week we're going to talk about important timelines and dates for the 2013 legislative session. So on January 8th at noon, the legislature convenes. This is a big celebration day for newly elected legislators. They bring their families into the Capitol and they get sworn in at noon, and it's, like I said, a very big celebration day. So for the next few weeks at the legislative session, what they do is they meet in their committees and they do a lot of background work. They do a lot of presentations about the programs that state government pays for and administers. They will also be meeting with constituents, lobbyists, and that includes us, to learn about the issues that are important to us and to learn about the issues important to their constituents. They'll also just be becoming familiar with the Capitol building itself as well as the state office building. Then what happens is sometime in January or February, we don't know the actual date yet because the governor gets to choose the date. He will schedule his State of the State address. In that State of the State address, he'll discuss his priorities that will be released in his budget. On January 22nd, the governor is required to release his state budget. And then next few weeks after that, the legislature will hold hearings on just general bills as well as the governor's budget. In late February or early March, there will be another state budget forecast released called the February forecast. It's either the last week of February or the first week of March. After the forecast, state legislative committees begin to debate their own proposals for the state budget. And then in this time frame, there are also committee deadlines, and we will be holding our region meetings or lobby days or March on the Capitol. We call them all of those things. So mark your calendars for March 11th, that'll be our first lobby day, and March 18th, which will be our second lobby day. We scheduled these dates because it coincides generally or historically with committee deadlines, where all bills have to be out of committees, including the budget bill, which we also refer to as the omnibus bill. And then what the legislature will take an Easter break. Easter falls on March 31st this year, and they generally like to go home on Wednesday and come back on Tuesday. So this is a perfect time for you to invite them out. Hopefully we will have seen what their budget priorities are. You can invite them out for a tour and let them know what you think about their budget priorities. After the Easter break, there will be a bigger debate, and they'll begin meeting in conference committees to discuss. The House will have passed their own bill, the governor has his bill, and then the Senate will also pass their bills, and they have to come together in conference committee to work out the differences. Sometimes that takes 2 weeks, sometimes that takes 3 weeks. We just don't know. And then on May 20th, 2013 is the mandatory adjournment date for the Minnesota State Legislature. We anticipate this year that there will not be a special session. But again, we just really never know. But May 20th is the date that they actually have to be completed with the work, unless the governor calls a special session. So those are the key dates for the 2013 legislative session. And as always, we ask that you get in touch with your legislators, let them know what your priorities are, let them know about your community, where you work, and have a business. And we're always happy to help you with that. And if you don't speak up, they are not going to be able to hear what your concerns are. Thank you.